court, I have to stand up.
No, they are
Okay.
sitting, but at first you should welcome them, like welcome to the,
Okay.
you know, the announcement, etc.
So welcome to the final session of the proceeding. So the court has arrived to a final decision, and I will explain it to you right now. So the court observed that the applicants still need to bear the fine because it has been ensured the violation of the Article 102 of TFUE and the abuse of dominant position in the market. So the court has decided to reduce the fine previously imposed by the European Commission to 6 million euros to bear in maximum 6 months, penalty the increase of 1/6 of the fine for each month of delay. So this reduction is motivated by the procedural errors committed by the European Commission. In particular, the one appeared during the first year that are first, the European Commission didn't appropriately documented and included in the file the session with Overgas. And second, the European Commission has refused the access to the detailed minutes and to the follow-up observations. And B, regarding the fourth plea, so the European Commission has not established to the requisite legal standard that was a refusal to grant access to the three infrastructure structures held by the BEH group that was capable of falling within the scope of Article 102. So it follows.
Sorry, can you just look at you for a moment? From the Paranauer president of Bulgaria Foundation.
Totally different to other seminar rooms in Open University, much better. That's great. Thank you so much to everyone. Oh, Maria, sorry. You cannot see me. She's behind.
Sorry.
This wouldn't happen normally.
Fine.
So,
Yeah, you should give them.
So it follows that the Commission has not established to the requisite legal standard the infringement in the form of an abuse of a dominant position imputed to the applicants by the contested decision. On the other side, the fine is kept because in the second plea, the court has decided to reject the first and the second parts, emphasizing that the Commission's decision on the definition of the market for capacity services on the Romanian pipeline 1 is adequately justified and supported throughout reasoning. The third part of the second plea, claiming errors of law and fact, was also rejected as the court found the arguments unfounded. So in the third plea, the court rejected the first and the second parts of the third plea, confirming the Commission's findings that Bulgargas held a dominant position on the market for capacity services on the Romanian pipeline 1, and that BEH indirectly held a dominant position on the relevant markets throughout its subsidiaries. So the fines are reflective of the specific violations and emphasize the importance of upholding due process in regulatory actions while holding all parties accountable for their respective actions. In this balanced scenario, the court's decision aim is to strike a fair balance between the arguments put forth by the parties, ensuring accountability for procedural lapses and promoting fairness in regulatory actions. So this is the court's decision. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm just looking for the original case.
Okay.
To open it and tell you what was actually the real judgment.
The annual They undo everything basically.
Yeah.
And they,
All of the previous decisions of the EC, that there were violations of any sorts. I'm no expert in this field, maybe I won't be using the proper terms. However, they decided that there were no violations whatsoever, and the Bulgarian Energy Holding was not actually in a dominant position due to many vague for me like circumstances and everything, but this is what they decided in the end. So yeah.
I have it, so I can read you the how it's actually framed. So basically, since both the fourth plea alleging an incorrect finding of abuse of a dominant position and the first plea alleging infringement of the rights of the defense have been upheld, the contested decision must be annulled in its entirety without it being necessary to rule on the other pleas in law relied on. It follows, consequently, that there is no need to grant the applicant's applications for measures of organization of procedure or measures of inquiry aimed at obtaining first the statement of objections in the Gazprom case and the documents to which it releases insofar as they concern the Bulgarian gas market, and second, the documents underlying the Transgas case, since, as matters now stand, those applications are of no interest in the resolution of the dispute. Hereby, on these grounds, hereby, the Court annuls Commission's decision C-2018-A806, final of 17 December 2018, relating to proceedings under Article 102T FEU, orders the European Commission to bear its own costs and to pay those incurred by Bulgarian Energy Holding, and orders the Republic of Bulgaria and Overgas Incorporation to bear their own costs. So that was the original judgment. Cool. So I guess that you have all the notes, like you have it in the shared document?
Yeah.
Right? So then you can also access it when you will be writing press releases, because that will be your task also after this, to write also press release, where you will summarize your judgment and also write something about the background of
Yeah, I
that.
think
I will
we
do
already
that.
done.
Yeah, I can do it in a proper document and submit, just upload on the judge's comment section.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
make it like
until the for the next 2 days.
Make it like a press release,
Okay.
according to the structure which I shared with you and other notes which you have in the presentation.
Okay.
And for you the same. You will also need to write a press release and your reaction to the judgment. So what do you think about it, how it influences? So basically your reaction to that, from defender position and from applicant position. And you will have like, I think until Monday. But I will send you also email about it. Okay?
About what? Sorry.
About the task. So the deadline will be until
Okay.
Monday. Monday is what? 29th? 29th.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Cool. So thank you very much. And now we can do the press conference and we can talk about the feedback afterwards when we will have it all ready.
Okay.
But the reading of the judgment was basically as it is normally. Sometimes the judges are just using another languages, so theoretically you could have said it in Italian. It would not be an issue, but someone would then have to translate
But we
also.
are international because
And you are international also.
It's not Italian.
Uh,
I'm a bit Italian.
So basically the president sometimes can use
Was I too
his or
fast
her
for
own
reading?
language. No, it was okay. Fine. So now we will make the space for the press conference. So you can be now just like in the audience, and you would just stand in front.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
Solo tu o tutti?
No, questo
No, in front of the table. You can leave the tables there. You don't need to, waste time with that.
So, should I?
You would basically come in, and then so the first thing, the thing is like welcome people here. Tell them what is the topic, and then you would just follow with the judgment and the reasons for that.
But do I need to read the judgment in its entirety?
No.
Okay.
Not at
So
all.
Filippo
Just
can
the main.
explain the resume.
Yes, actually. Yes.
So, thanks for being here. Welcome everybody to this press conference. We'll try to explain the reasons that.
Introduce yourself.
I'm one of the judges, the rapporteur for this court, and I will try to explain the reasons that brought us to this decision made by the Court of Justice related to the case BEH against European Commission. So we decided to, according to the previous decision, to reduce the fine that was imposed to the BEH group because of some reasons that we found in the first plea adopted by the applicants, and because of some core values that we think are important today and for the EU legal system, like of transparency and legality of the framework system. So for that reason, even though we recognize that according to the part of the second and third plea, that the BEH was holding like a dominant position in the market, and that's the most important thing that we wanted to underline and highlight by our decision. We stand in favor of competitiveness and transparency in the market to foster innovation and prosperity, and this is a message, general message for the business company and for the world, for the European markets, because this is one of the main goal to have like the general and open market for everybody to give better solutions and needs for the citizens. And sorry, I'm thinking about we also think that one of the most important criteria is about accountability. So that's the reason why we wanted to split the fine and made the Commission paid for the legal proceedings and the applicants for the fine from the BEH. Because of this reason, like it's important to underline that entities, whether their importance or status, must be accountable for this decision they take. And I would say that's it. I'm open to any questions. Thanks for listening.
Normally the journalist shouldn't say boo, probably not that. But it's just from us. So now the questions from
But
the
it's better
audience.
if you introduce yourselves as well, because we don't know who to ask if we don't know your names.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ilaria?
Okay, in your
I'm-
position, you're a judge or?
I'm a judge, sorry.
Okay.
We decide all together.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we are.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, she's the
Yeah.
president.
Okay.
I'm Elisa, and I'm the judge president. So, yeah.
Thank
I'm Chiara, a judge.
I'm Maria, only a judge.
you. It's my turn?
If you have.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever would like to.
Hello, I'm Sabina from Top News. I have one question for you, particularly to Ms. Elisa. If you could please tell us a bit more regarding your decision on the fine, the final amount. How did you reach this decision, and what were the motives behind it?
So we have reached the amount of 6 million because the previous fine was of 10 million, so we have decided to reduce it a bit and make it 6 million.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Rara. I'm from the Future Now. I want to ask, what factors did you consider most critical in reaching your decision?
For me,
Or if anyone else wants to.
anyone else wants to answer?
Yeah, I can answer. Balancing the need to give the message that we want to assure accountability for the European Commission, like punishing also the European Commission for the procedural errors, and balancing this with the fact that the BEH group had abused its dominant position on the market. So yeah.
That's very good. That's a good question.
Anyone else would like to ask a question? No? Okay, so hello, I'm Martin. I'm from CNN Europe, and I would like to ask a question because you mentioned a lot of that there is the need for transparency and accountability. So are there some other similar cases which also would, in that way, help us to understand what do you mean by that? Or which steps are you in other cases taking in order to raise the accountability and transparency in European Union, because we see that often there is issue with that.
Yeah, okay. We have analyzed some other similar cases of the European Court of Justice, and we've seen that the most important thing is transparency of the data and of everything. Basically, it is industries does. So yes, we have compared it to other cases in the European Court of Justice.
We would also like to say that this case could be very useful in our opinion for the future as a case law, and in order to, as we explained before, make remark the importance of these core values and criteria that we found during our judgment. So as we already mentioned, transparency, accountability, but also market competitiveness and trust, public trust of our agencies.
Thank you.
Do you have it, or you guys are doing your own press conference? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now we can move ahead with the press conference of the applicants.
Penso che dobbiamo togliere.
No, now you would be here with us. Yeah.
Can I?
Yes.
From what I understand in the courts, a lot less clapping.
So hello, I'm Victoria Vasileva, and I am an applicant in this court ruling. My name is Martina, and I'm also agent of applicants, and we would like to say about this decision that we are very disappointed. Justice has not been done, and we are thinking about appealing. We will discuss it with our clients, but we are deeply disgusted by the decision of the judges, but we have to respect it for now.
But we will do the fee.
Yeah, we didn't want to. Back to my role, sorry. So yeah, we don't agree, but we have to respect it because that's the law. We will fight for our clients and fight for justice. Thank you. Feel free to ask questions. Yeah, yes, please.
Yes. Hello. Thank you. Martin Biden, Fox News. I'm very sorry. I was going just from one conference to other, and you said that you are applicant, and but who you are? I don't know. I'm sorry, but there are so many press conferences for me. I don't know like which company you represent.
We are representing Bulgarian companies, BEH Group, Bulgar Gas, and Bulgar Transgas.
Okay, so I have to, yeah, because I have some notes.
Yeah, sorry, we thought that journalists would know where they're coming from.
I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry for not introducing our clients. I apologize. I will think about it for future.
So, Raya Tsikova from, I don't know, I guess I'm also from Fox News. You said that you're disgusted by, that's strong words for the judgment of the Court of Justice. Do you want to say more about why you think the judgment is so wrong? They mentioned your dominant position at their press conference. Do you completely deny that?
Yes.
If we were to use different languages, we would probably say that we, given our evidence, would have chosen a different direction due to the fact that we were complying with the national law of Bulgaria, and that there was not enough evidence provided by our defendants to show that we were in fact against or not applying with European law.
Exactly what my colleague.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm more emotional.
Who's the lawyer again?
We're both lawyers, but I'm the more emotional one.
Which is bad.
It's like bad and good. You know, it's just for press, so the public would sympathize with that. But don't.
We'll clip this video and
No.
I'll show you the bad life.
No, it's like I'm explaining to you why I'm pretending to be so.
Lawyer
emotional.
is disgusted.
No,
Page.
off the record, you know, off the record. I'm just explaining you my role, and I just.
I thought I told you in the online session, advice from the lawyer, you're never off the record. Especially not when you're on live stream.
No, but it's
Maybe
so.
the lawyer will also take it.
Yeah. Now I'm back the lawyer. Yes, again, Mr. Do you know where you now?
Yeah, I know already. I found my notes. I'm sorry. I apologize for my mistake. So actually, there was the similar case between United States and Canada. There also dispute about some pipelines, and there was also then fine imposed by the highest court of the United States. So don't you think that your clients would have done better if they were at first looking into or making more research and avoid this kind of situations? Thank you.
Yes, to respond to this, we would like to point out that the court structure of Canada and the United States are very different from that of the European Union. And although we could have used some perhaps theoretical methodologies, it would have been very difficult to apply it to our case due to the different structures. Would my partner like to add something more regarding to this statement?
It's different laws, different courts. I think this is out of topic to talk about America.
Yes. Thank you very much for the question.
I have a question. Hi, my name is Sabina from Zofnews. Since you are a publicly owned holding, even though I just understand that you're both the lawyers, there is no representative of the company itself, I guess.
No.
Okay, it's fine. Do you believe that you're going to get the support of the government as like new actions that you're going to undertake involve a lot of resources, financial ones that come from the government and the public in general? So do you believe you get the support of the government for such actions?
Yes, we believe our government supported us till today, and we believe that our government believes in justice the same way as we do, and they will fight for us because we believe that Bulgaria is a great country with a great people, and they will support us, also citizens. Yes, because we are happy to be in European Union, but they need to know where are the borders.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a question.
Oh my God, not you again.
Okay, okay, I'm Joe William from the Washington Post, DC. I have a question regarding, of course, course, this case. And the fact is that you are effectively a monopoly on the market. And this is something which is not seen in other countries throughout Europe. You are the only gas supplier. Do you think that this is actually indeed in accordance with the EU law and the state practice, which is common in the other countries? Thank you.
Okay, sorry for that. Yes, we know it's not common in other countries, but we function like this, and we are not against any other company to come to the market. It's just that our legal perception of it is that we didn't do anything wrong. Like, our clients did not do anything against law. So there is like, yes, we are not against other companies to come to market, but it has to be in like under the law. We're not against that.
Okay, thank you.
Martina, we're recommending a political career.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
From Vogue, what are you wearing today?
Actually, this is like 120 euros jacket. I think it's from. I'm not sure if it's from Paris or Milano. I'm not sure. I have to ask my stylist. Yes, I'm gonna ask her. But it's really nice. It's really comfy. So I can give you her number and. So anyway, like this.
I'm not someone else. Hello, Martin Mashkovic, Balkan News Agency from Belgrade. I have a question. Do you think that there is some danger that this decision will lead to increased prices of your companies, or what effect will be on customers? Thank you.
Can I ask one more question? Would that be regarding the prices in Bulgaria?
Yes.
Or okay. So yes, we are worried that this decision has created increased prices in Bulgaria, because before this has helped our economy balance when we have this position.
And also, as we already said, we would like to appeal, so we believe this is not the end of this trial.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There are no other questions.
Politician.
Final press conference of the day.
And now another press conference.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Ivan Vuniu, and I'm the agent representing the Commission together with my co-agent, Radka Karelova. And we would like to address the opinion of the court here. We are not satisfied with the way this court has decided, of course, regarding the reduced fine. We believe that the fine was reasonable. We have upheld and also decided all the criteria which are relevant, as was shown, for example, in the Bronner case, as we have elaborated very deeply in our contested decision. But of course, we have to respect the law, and we are glad that the court has decided in favor of law and of justice, that this was indeed a dominant abuse of their status on the market. Thank you. And now, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me or my co-agent, Radka Karelova.
To ask something. I'm Sabina from Zov News, and I have one question. The Bulgarian Energy Holding has already announced that it's planning to also appeal this decision. So what are your first comments on that?
Thank you. Are you asking me or my co-agent? I'm sorry.
I'm asking you.
Okay, thank you. As we have mentioned, of course, we respect this because the main reason we have been in this trial was to show the world and, of course, the European countries that there is no tolerance of abusive conduct on the market. This is why we will not appeal. Although we do not agree with the reduced fine, the merits of the case were clear. We wanted the court to show clearly that there was a violence and of course of the Article 102 of the TFU, and that happened. Yes, please.
Hey, Martin Maška, Euractiv Brussels. I have a question because there are numerous cases and they are increasing of abuse of dominant position in the markets in European Union. And as also the court stated, and you also mentioned it's against the EU principles, but these cases are increasing. So is Commission taking some steps in order to prevent it in the future, in order to avoid that there will be further cases like this?
May I answer? Thank you for your question. Yes, the Commission is taking steps. Actually, we are very glad, as my co-agent said, that the judge decided as it decided, even though we don't agree with the reduced fee. And we believe that this judgment will create some sort of a case that will be really important for the gas companies, and they will know that this is against the law, and they will think about their dominant position and limitation because they know what the consequences are.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, my name is Raya. I'm from Bulgaria. Do you think then a 6 million fine, following up on your answer, do you think a 6 million fine is something that will show justice and it will show repercussions, seeing the volume of the work that they're doing and the volume of money going through those companies?
To some scope, yes, of course, even though we believe that the fine should be $10 million as we requested, but we also believe that the 6 million is not, like something easy to pay, but as we said, it should have been 10 million, but we respect the decision and we are satisfied in general.
Yes, please.
Hello, Martina Tribulova from Television Markiza from Slovakia. I would like to ask, do you think that there is a possibility that this judgment will increase more Euroscepticism because of future increasing of prices on the gas market? Thank you.
Thank you for your question, of course. We believe that this will actually not increase Euroscepticism, but on the contrary, it will actually deepen the values of the European Union, which is that there has to be a common market, the of course freedom of competition, and in this way, it will be for the benefit of the consumer actually when we have more people which will enter the gas market. What Bulgaria is effectively doing is actually what would actually be constituting the Euroscepticism, because if the court decided this was in accordance, then every country could have created a monopoly, and then what the consumer would be doing, he would be paying high fees, which would be actually a heavy burden on the pays of and salaries of ordinary working people. And this is not what we want.
Thank you for your answer.
Any other questions? No? Okay, thank you.
You sound very European Commission, totally.
Sorry?
Yes,
You sound very European
definitely.
Commission.
That's the goal.
I think all we're like freedom.
You're like agree and
Even
justice and like
So do you have some comments on how they presented?
In general, like you get used to it if you have to deal with such things. Usually there is one, let's say like a moderator when there are press conferences and he like gives the floor to somebody to ask or to answer questions. First they all get introduced by this person and then they start to answer questions. My